Okay, so after you have the frame measured out, we are ready for the next step. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in half. Okay, and do your best to get it as even as you can. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take your ruler, and we were using the inch side before. We're gonna flip it around to the other side. Look for the cm or the mm for centimeters, okay? So what we're gonna do, it doesn't matter which way you do this on, but I'm just gonna keep mine on the, I'm gonna, where the fold is right here, I'm keeping this down here. And I'm just gonna use a Sharpie right now because I want you guys to be able to see this, okay? So here, I'm actually gonna move mine and then we'll go back to the fold. So I am going to line this edge of my ruler where it starts at 0. I'm gonna make a little tally mark every centimeter, okay? So I'm just gonna go here, but then I'm gonna come up here to the top and do that too, just to make sure I have it in line. Then from here, I'm gonna keep going over. Okay, so 1, you can also, if you want to do this later, line it up here and just do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, okay? And then I'm just gonna do that again up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create some lines here, and these are gonna be for, remember, this is our warp side of the paper, what we're gonna be weaving on. So I'm just gonna line this up with the top here, and I'm just going to make vertical lines, okay, all the way across, and do your best to keep these even. And remember, this is the back side, so if it looks a little messy, it doesn't matter because we're not actually going to see this part. But I would recommend doing this with pencil because the Sharpie, you're gonna see here, the Sharpie on this paper, since it's kind of thin, is gonna bleed through. But I just want to make sure that you are able to see it. Okay, so now I am ready for the next step, which is going to be cutting. So here I'm gonna make sure that we have the fold. Now, right now, we don't have lines on the other side here, and that's okay for our purposes here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the scissors on the fold, and where we have this framed line here, where I have this pencil mark, I'm just going to cut to it. I'm not going to cut over it. I'm just going to cut to it on the fold. So once I get here, I'm going to stop, okay? So I'm going to start with this pencil line too. Okay, so notice here that I have a lot of cuts, but I haven't cut anything out. And when I unfold it, I should have a warp that looks like this. And don't worry about that fold in the middle. It will wear out as we start weaving. So if I turn it over, we just have a bunch of lines here, okay? So that is the next step. And after this, we will get on to the next process of weaving.